Hello and welcome back to War Sales, and oh yeah, we're back. I'm trying very, very hard to take this town and actually destroy as much as we can of the Vlandian forces. And so, as you see, we have an event. Yes, we have an event on our hands because we're obviously in a siege. You can see down at the bottom there, building my siege camp, 10% of the way through, and it says, "You've been studying the walls of Yavik for days, and you see what appears to be a crack in one place, possibly the result of an old earthquake or just negligence. It's hard to hit with your catapults and the ground is too rocky to mine, but you reckon troops with pickaxes by themselves could bring it down, assuming they were willing to brave the storm of arrows and rocks that would no doubt come pouring from the battlements above." Alright, so we got a pretty significant choice here. Let's have a look. Okay, so look at this. We can literally increase our siege progress by 20%, but we are going to lose 10 of our troops. It is a 100% chance to lose 10 of our troops, and only an 80% chance to increase siege progress by 20%. For me personally, I don't think that is actually worth it. Oh, this is worth it. Okay. This is 100% worth it, in my opinion. As you can see right here, look at this. Okay, this is what I was talking about. If you've been on my channel for a while, you may have seen me play the beta patch, at least the initial stages of the beta patch. I didn't see the later updates to it, but if you saw me play the beta patch of the War Sales DLC, obviously without the DLC itself, because everyone had access to this patch. And basically, if you saw me play that, I consistently talked about how, shall we say, maybe I went on about it a bit too much, but the fact is, I would like to see big benefits and big penalties to these kinds of events. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. Look at this. I don't know whether this was actually the case beforehand. I don't think so somehow. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, I don't know. But whatever the case, I think I might actually select this, but we are going to then lose 10 of our troops. If we lose 10 of our troops, that's pretty significant, isn't it? We only have 162. The enemy has 317. I mean, you can see that right there. I think we are actually going to do it. Boom. And look at that. Instantaneous wall destruction. This has to be... I think this is actually pretty incredible. Unfortunately, as you can see right here, because we're no longer on the ocean waves, we're having some issues with space. So I'm going to have to actually get rid of some people here, which is not exactly great. I thought I had some... okay, fine. I'm going to have to get rid of some people. I don't really want to do this, generally. I feel like this is a... I feel like it's a big waste, but, that's just how it's going to have to be, because... Well, I can't allow people to just, run away from us. That would be extremely bad. This is when I wish I had an engineering companion. Okay, so now here's the thing. This is another problem that I have foreseen, or shall we say that not foreseen. I have just seen, because I didn't expect this to be a problem, but apparently it is. So, you may be wondering, what's going on with our children? What's going on with the fact that we want to get children to, continue our dynasty here? We can't do that. Yes, we can't do that. And there's a reason. Boom. This is our wife. This is our wife right here. And as you can see, she's 50. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen in a million years. That's not going to happen. So, yeah. We are either going to be the last of our line, or she's going to die, potentially, or we are going to die. It could be that Borgard dies. And then, we have to... I guess we have to continue playing on with her. But that's the funny thing. I don't really mind that too much. I think that's actually okay. I think we probably will be fine because, let's face it, War Sales is actually coming out really, really soon. Literally, probably just over 24 hours from when I'm recording this. So you literally will be able to play. And indeed, I am going to probably be making a new series because there is no save game compatibility with the upgraded versions of the patch. And I'd like to play with the release patch as well. So, yeah, we're probably going to do something like that, and that's going to mean that, well, me having children or not having children in this case is not going to make any difference. But, yeah, anyway, the fact is, we're going to make our way in straight away. I'm literally not even going to... Should I do that? I'm a little bit worried about this, to be honest. Yeah, let's go. Why not? We've gotten the walls down thanks to a random event, or at least one of the walls down due to that. And hopefully, hopefully we're going to be okay. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I will very much try to do what I can. And we're going to see... Okay, it's at nighttime as well. Ooh, okay, Ryland's got a lot of... Ooh, wait. No, Ogrinia has the most. Of course she does. That's actually quite funny. All right, so let's do that. Is there anyone else that we want to... Yeah, okay, I guess we can put Ryland on there. We could put everyone in there, actually, technically, if we want to. So we might as well do that. I'm not going to put myself in there. We're just going to go. Yeah, let's do this. All right. Wish me luck. This is going to be very, very hard because the enemy has a ballista and they have 3 catapults. I didn't want to wait any longer, so it is my own fault if we end up absolutely getting slaughtered here because I was impatient. But the thing is, it would have taken me another, what, in-game week? Probably another in-game week until we had the opportunity to actually go in here. It would have been extremely unlikely for us to do anything really, really good here. So I'm kind of hoping we're going to be fine. We've got an amazing cape, actually. We've got a really, really nice cape. I've just noticed that. That's cool. Oh, well, anyway. That notwithstanding, hopefully I'm not going to get absolutely murdered here. Oh, hello. Okay, I need to come up here. I need to get away from these enemies. Yeah, there we go. Okay, no, don't get shot, don't get shot, don't get shot, don't get shot. Oh, yeah, okay, get shot, yes. I am getting shot across the board here. You know what? Wow. Okay, that's actually insane. The amount of archers they have here. I'm gonna have to jump down here. Ooh, alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out of here. Unfortunate for me. Unfortunate for me. I really, really wanted to do this. Unfortunate, it's just way too many people. Just way too many people, and we're not really able to do too much because we are just, well, prevented from pretty much doing anything here. Because we just have one bottleneck. It's very, very difficult to get inside. However... if I could do maybe a continuation. Oh, no, let's not continue just yet because they're going to sally out. I have a bad feeling that they're going to sally out. So what we're going to do instead, let me see. I can't recruit from here. I don't think so, at least. I mean, we can try recruiting from here, but I highly doubt it. Maybe we'll be able to. Oh, we can do it a little bit. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually not too bad. Okay, yeah, so the fact is, obviously, we've raided these villages, and that's actually made very little difference, actually, surprisingly enough. I actually thought that it would be relatively decent. I haven't really done that strategy ever before, but I thought, oh, you know what? They only have those 2 villages. It's probably going to be somewhat decent, at the very least, you know, just a little bit of benefit there. But no, we're not getting lucky in that regard. Let's just recruit our prisoners here. Let's just upgrade. And then we can potentially go back in. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to just go straight back on in. It's going to take us a long time. Maybe I should have tried to get the walls down. I could have tried to get the walls down, I guess. But the thing is, we have such a small amount of engineering skill. It's just so incredibly annoying. Yeah, I mean, she has engineering. But as you can clearly see, I mean, look at this. Look at how long building the siege camp takes. I really... Oh, wow, look at this. They literally already... They already repaired the walls. How fast are they? These guys are insane. Wow, okay. I'm actually really surprised that they were that fast to repair it. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to give it a little bit of time, and we're going to try to build these trebuchets. We'll try to do the standard siege strategy. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get the other wall section down, and we might be able to even eliminate many of the enemy's catapults. And then, oh yes, and then we'll be able to go in and actually win. Okay, so we actually had to head into this field battle here because Austria decided that he would come along. And you may be thinking, oh, well, does that really matter? Because we've only got one vassal, right? Only one enemy vassal isn't really going to derail things too much. And you'd be correct. Yes, it isn't really going to derail too much. However, two vassals... That is what makes the difference. So unfortunately we had to end because Amalgan, who is another Vlandian vassal, he decided to turn up as well. So we are now in a situation where we have to deal with over 200 enemies. Obviously not in this particular battle, but I decided to end the siege early. Otherwise we would have had to deal with two of them, plus probably the garrison, because they more than likely would have rallied the garrison into some kind of sally out, something like that, and in that particular case we would be in a big spot of bother. So yeah, now this is where I am actually going to try to do some major damage. There we go. Nice. Kill that guy immediately, and maybe I can take out this one as well. Or maybe they're just going to be very annoying. Yes, I love that. Yes, that's great. Okay, hello, that's a... Oh, no, he didn't try. Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. Usually the AI is very confident in their ability to, you know, beat you in polearm combat. I'm actually very surprised I've taken so much damage, to be honest. Generally, this, I gotta say, I feel like I'm not a big fan of this siege map, especially in the nighttime. I don't know why we always get it in the nighttime, but I will be trying to make it lighter. I did make it lighter in the previous episode as well, but yeah, this whole siege map, I mean, it's not really a siege map, but this whole map layout I'm not a big fan of, just purely because it is so dark. I can very hardly basically see anything, so it's kind of harsh. Not sure if we can maybe do something here. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, we didn't. I kind of have to... Yeah, also this. Look at this. We have to watch out for these small little bumps in the battlefield's ground, which is definitely making things rather uncomfortable. Nice damage there, though. I have 26 archers, so might as well put the archers into a decent position there. Maybe we can I don't know, leverage them somewhat. Maybe we can have them do some damage. I don't have any cavalry, just bear that in mind. So cavalry are definitely not going to be a thing that I'm going to be really able to counter too easily here. Oh, nice. That was some good damage, though. That was some very nice damage. Okay, so we've got Nord Huskars. They're throwing their stuff, which is obviously great. And we also have some archers that are doing some nice work, too. And maybe, just maybe, we will be able to snipe a couple of extra... Wow, that's a flag right there. There's a flag back there, and I was just like, oh yeah, there's a flag. What? What's that flag doing there, even? I don't know. I guess we must have killed one of the enemy flag carriers or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it seems like that. Or is that just where they started? If that's where they started, that's a bit of a weird decision to make, really. I guess it's not that weird, considering they are outnumbered quite dramatically. But yeah, you could see exactly what's happening here. We literally have, well, seem to have every advantage, even though technically we shouldn't really. There you go. 4 deaths. We lost 3 Huskars. Oh, and he died! Oh my... Okay, wow, he died. Did you see that? Okay, Austria is dead. he saved me the trouble. He saved me the trouble of having to clean my axe afterwards. Yeah, that's very nice of him, isn't it? Yes. That is actually quite funny. All right, so that's nice. Okay, there we go. Now we don't have too much to worry about, I guess. And we're just going to continue leveling those guys up. Let's get these. There we are. Not going to take too many prisoners, just in case. Some better boots, not too bad. Yeah, nothing else really. Yeah, there's nothing else. Yeah, so Agrinia, unfortunately... it would be my luck, wouldn't it? It would be my luck. Okay, yes. I should probably check that in the future. But the problem is we couldn't check her stats because the encyclopedia doesn't show you unless you've already met them. And yeah, obviously that's... Well, it's going to be impossible for me to check then, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we are... Otherwise, yep, there we go. And there's the guy, as I said before. There's the other vassal. Now, technically, I could go in here. The food stocks are depleting. That's the funny thing. The food stocks are depleting quite dramatically. If we could... You know what? Let me actually just see here for a real quick second. He's going to go inside, isn't he? Or... Oh, wait. He's disembarking! Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, why is he doing that? Okay, wait. I am very surprised. I never thought he would do that. Okay, that's very, very intriguing. Okay, we'll get a... Yeah. We'll just get Lancer. This is great. Plus 20% damage bonus. That is really, really wonderful. Okay. Let's see how we do. I mean, this is obviously a completely different vassal, but thankfully it's in the daytime now. So I don't have to make it brighter or anything like that, and hopefully we're going to be able to actually see our opponents. Because in those nighttime battles, especially considering the ground is really, really dark, it's very difficult for me personally to be able to see the correct distances and stuff like that. It really makes a big difference. Anyway, let's just see if we can... Nope. No, I kind of thought that would not work. That will, though. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. All right, that was nice. That was very, very nice. Hopefully I'm not going to take any damage this time. I'm actually going to try to prioritize my own HP this time, because just in case there is another vassal sometime nearby, you never know when there's going to be one, right? We've been fighting the Vlandians for quite some time, and generally it feels to me like quite a few of them are setting sail and setting their course over to us. And that is making things kind of harsh. But, yeah, I mean, I guess it's good in a way. Because if we eliminate... Oh, really? Wow, that was actually a pretty nice hit. I certainly wasn't expecting that. Let's put my archers... For some reason, my archers are running by the side of our infantry. I was kind of hoping they'd be in the back, but there you go. All right, whoa. Our Nords are getting so many kills right now. Banner Knight... Wow, he's never going to become the Bannerlord now, is he? No. No, he's just going to be a Banner Knight forever now. Well, sorry for him, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so let's just continue to move our forces forward. This is obviously the great thing about the Nord troops. They have so much versatility when it comes to their equipment. It's just so good. Because they have thrown weapons, they have spears... They have swords and shields, you know, I mean, well, axes and shields, I guess, most of the time, I suppose, I don't know. And we'll otherwise... Yeah, there we go. We're just going to do this. Going to move my archers probably somewhere up here. I might even put the archers into a loose formation, to be honest. I feel like that's probably going to be slightly better. And as you can no doubt tell, I'm not actually going into a shield wall here with my infantry at the moment. Mainly because I do want them to move a little bit quicker this time around. And here we go. We can now tell them to charge in. We're going to do that. We have a massive advantage. I feel like we have a really, really big advantage right now. So I don't think I need to be super, super cautious or anything. As you see here, doing massive damage. And I wouldn't be surprised if they actually end up running away very, very soon. I mean, look at the enemy's morale. You can actually see the morale in this version of the game. So you can see here where my cursor is. There's the morale. They have 13, 17 battle morale. We have 71. And generally, I feel like morale is extremely important. And it obviously used to be very, very important as well in previous versions. But in this version, you can actually see it. You can visualize it. and you can see exactly what you're working with. 19 renown right here. 19 renown. That's pretty good. I actually got to say, I feel like that's kind of nice. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Any Nords? Nope. All right, I'm going to just move on, and aha, okay, we do have some potential braces here. Agrinia can use some braces, I guess, and I think, wait a minute, is this actually better than what I have? No, I'm actually using that. Oh, that's quite funny. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to take everything that I can here. Not really any point in beating around the bush, I suppose. Okay, so once again, we're just going to be going in. Why not? Let's just go in to the town, and we'll besiege it. They're obviously going to have repaired everything, and I literally had one trebuchet built, by the way. I had one trebuchet built, and I had another one on the way, halfway through, and obviously... yes, they prevented us from doing this, but, you know, that's the game, you know, that's the game. It's the challenge. It's the challenge of making sure that we can get these things up and running as fast as possible. Let's try and recruit a couple more people here. We are going to deplete our morale quite dramatically at this point, which is a little bit dicey, not exactly great for us here. What do we have? At first, this siege gave your men a welcome respite from the hardships of the march, but now inactivity and boredom has started to take a toll. Even dice and gossip have lost their charms, and you're starting to see quarrels and lapses in discipline. Drill your men for the upcoming assault, even though the ever-present risk of injury might put several out of commission when they're needed most, or march about the camp, searching for specks of rust on swords or sentries who aren't fully attentive to their watch. Give any violators hard, pointless tasks to teach them to keep their standards up. Yes, I think we're probably going to be doing that. Yes, we're going to be doing that, because increased siege progress by 5%, I mean, no offense, but I do think 5% is a little bit too little, but obviously, what else are you going to get when it comes to, you know, drilling people? And especially if you're drilling them hard, I'm not sure if it's really going to pay off that massively, but, you know, 5% is okay. 5% is fine for me. Otherwise, ooh, wait a minute. Oh, no, I thought that was a vassal. No, that's not a vassal. That is literally just a convoy of some kind. And, you know, the one thing we could do, technically, is if we wanted to be really, really stubborn and we didn't want to actually go into the siege, we could just starve them out. That's the thing we could do. We could just literally starve them out if we wanted to, which would be the easiest path, but it would be the most time-consuming. And I'm not entirely sure if we could make that work. That's the biggest problem here, because I'm thinking to myself right now, what about if we do starve them out? What happens if we starve them out? Well, if we think about it, the garrison's going to be completely eliminated. We will not have to fight them in any way. We'll be able to go in and immediately claim the town instantaneously, right? And then we can capture all of the garrison troops. And then what? Then what do we have? Well, then we have to obviously make sure that the town gets its food, so we have to sell some of our own food into the marketplace, make sure that they have some food there to resupply themselves. Then what do we have to do? Place some people in the garrison, make sure that we're... Wow, the trebuchet was actually destroyed? Are you serious? Wow, okay. That's super bad. Anyway, yeah. Basically that. We need to make sure that all of that stuff happens, and I think, personally, I'm not sure. Is that good enough? I mean, yeah, I guess it is, but the main problem we're going to have... Did we actually capture that guy, by the way? No, we didn't. He managed to escape, apparently. How did he manage to escape? I don't know. Anyway, 11 days. Let's see what happens. As you inspect your siege camp, you come across disgusting evidence that one or more of your men has contracted the bloody flux. It will pass from man to man as they share food and water, and you know what it can do to a besieging army if left unchecked. Okay, so, what are we going to do here? Treat your men. 3 of your troops get wounded and each unit has a 25% chance of dying, 50% chance of 5 of your troops getting wounded and each unit has a 25% chance of dying. Oh my. Treat the sick and make no additional demands of your men. 10% of your troops gets wounded and each unit has a 30% chance of dying. Wow, okay. 5% of your troops, 3 of your troops. Okay, so 10% of our troops. So that's actually kind of significant. That's 13 people, I guess, right? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I guess we'll do... I don't really want to do that. I guess we'll do this one. 25% chance of dying. That's basically nothing, right? So we're going to do this one. Treat your men, but trust in strict preventative measures like digging latrines outside camp and forcing your men to go further afield for water. But they are likely to resent. Well, I don't see any morale decrease, so I guess we'll just take that. That sounds... One died. Really? Oh, come on. Oh, unlucky. 25% chance. That's not very much, right? That's not very much. Anyway, we do have 5 days worth of food remaining in the opponent's garrison here, and generally this is... Well, I'm going to say it right now, not exactly the most dynamic or most fun way of doing a siege. That's generally the reason why I've consistently been very much wanting alternative methods to sieging. And generally, obviously, we just have, well, basically this, unfortunately, at the moment. But I'm hopeful that later on down the line, we might have, you know, different ways of doing it. That, well, I mean, we do have mods, obviously. We do have mods that are actually going to enable us to do that. But, yeah, we don't really have to worry about that right now. Anyway, 4 days. Hopefully, it's going to happen soon without any vassals interfering. Alright, so we have a bit of a situation here. Yep, we've got these guys. Dearie me. Okay, yeah, we're not going to be able to defend against this, not in any way, but as you can see, look at this, we have 0 days. Unfortunately, the garrison did not take any starvation damage whatsoever, and I'm actually very surprised about this. Usually, that's what happens if there is a small amount of supply still happening, and yeah, they kind of put paid to that, didn't they? So, what we're going to do is we're just going to wait around. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to wait around, and we're just going to see if we can get these guys to either have a loss of cohesion, which is very, very probable, or, well, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what we can do here, but you could see, look at the food stock. It's 0 right now. We could potentially just... Oh, it's so incredibly frustrating when this kind of thing happens. Ah, they're going to Cranarok Siege. Okay, that is absolutely fantastic. Where is Cranarok Castle, by the way? Where is that? Isn't that super far away from these guys? It feels really, really far. Yeah, look, Cranarok Castle is all the way over there. Oh, that's not going to work, guys. I feel like that's going to be very, very difficult for them to reach there in time. I am going to just keep an eye on the food stock here, though, and I'm going to keep an eye on Cranarok Castle as well, because as soon as that becomes under siege, you know what we're going to do. Yes, we're going to start our siege again. I am obviously not going to go in there just yet. They're starting to get their food supplies back, which is really, really bad. But maybe they're just going to get like a day or so. I assume they're just going to get a day or maybe 2 of food supplies. I cannot go in there yet because otherwise that army is going to come back immediately. So, yeah, blockades, by the way. Blockades, they are a thing, but you're going to need more ships as far as I am aware. As far as I can tell, that's what you're going to need. I think someone said in the comments that you need at least 5 ships to be able to do that, which obviously at the moment I am not capable of. I do not have enough people to be able to do that, unless we ran around with a much smaller vessel, or at the very least we would need, I don't know, probably like a medium-size vessel or something like that. But we are going to keep an eye on Cranarok Castle, because obviously... if that comes under siege, then it's a go. You know, we can literally just go immediately in here. You can see that their food stocks are now starting to resupply. I'm kind of not wanting to wait any longer than 3 days or so. Yeah, it's very annoying, isn't it? Yeah, it's very annoying when this kind of thing happens, but you just can't help it. You know, sometimes you just cannot help that. We are going to go in now. Okay. 7 days! No way, right? How do they have so much? Okay, wait, let's have a look here. What do we have? What's this? Breach one siege wall? That's actually insane. A 60% chance of breaking one siege wall. Increase siege progress by 20%. 60% chance of that. Or 40% chance of... Increasing reputation and decreasing siege progress. Oh, I don't really care about that. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Boom. We destroyed the wall. Look at that. We actually destroyed the wall from a from a random event. That is absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, they have. How did they gain even more food? It's because there's convoys coming in there. Yeah, it's because there's convoys coming in there. Okay. Well, this is a problem, isn't it? Yes. Well. I did all the work and I waited all that time and now look what's happened. Yes, it's very unfortunate, isn't it? I mean, the one thing I could do, I suppose, is we could try to destroy the walls, but generally I don't like doing that because that leaves us completely and utterly defenseless. And here we go. Here we have Peric. Is he really? Oh wow, there's loads of them. Look at this. This is actually crazy. Look at that. He could have technically gone in and immediately attacked me, but he decided not to do that. Oh, look at them. They're running. You will not escape. You will not escape me. I will actually attack these guys. There we go. Let's get them. Nice, nice, nice. Did we get both of them? No, we only got one of them? Why did we only get one? I don't know. I'm going to auto-resolve against this guy. There we go. And I'm gonna, yes, off with your head. This is that guy. This is that guy that saw us before. So I'm gonna immediately just execute him straight up. There is no reason for me to say no to that. Gonna take all the Sturgian prisoners. Gonna take all these guys too, and we're gonna try to level them up as much as possible. Now that we're on the ocean waves, I would love to be able to do sieges from the ocean. I think maybe what we would want to do in that case is maybe just get some really, really small ships, just so that it enables us to do the blockade. That might be the only course of action we can really do here that would enable us to take advantage of our naval superiority. So I'm thinking we might actually decide to do that. Oh, nice armor. Lordly fortified mercenary armor. Very, very nice. Okay. That looks very good. And yeah, actually, let's just have a quick look-see here. Oh, yeah, very nice. Grinia can obviously wear that if we want to. And we will just start upgrading everyone, just all these hand-me-downs going to everyone else now. And that's fine. That's fine. Okay, there we go. All right, everyone is perfectly fine here, and we can just take all of that. Okay, let's go in against this guy as well. He's not going to escape. We're just disorganized right now. He is not going to escape. None of these guys are going to escape. Well, maybe that guy. That guy over there is definitely going to. The execution has hurt your relation. Yes, I know. It's fine. We don't have anything to worry about here. I will just literally go in here and murder this fellow as soon as possible, and then what we're going to do is go after the other one that was in hot pursuit of us up until a little minute ago, and we are going to literally murder him straight up. Boom. He's gone. Okay. Now let's have a look. Any Nords? Nope. No Nords. Okay. I have actually transferred everyone over to us, which is actually very, very nice. We've gotten all of the prisoners that we had before converted to our side, which is really, really good. And yeah, as you can see, we now have a bunch of ships that we can take. I am going to take them. I am going to take them because I am actually going to be making my way over to the town now. I could potentially fight this guy, but I think I'm literally just going to go to Carban-Seth. Someone said that they wanted to see Carban-Seth's ships, or the Battanian ships. As far as I'm aware, they don't really have any ships that I could see in the port there, but we can take a look and see whether that's changed. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to just sell this. I'm going to sell all of these things right here. Just going to sell that, and sell that. There we go. We're getting 12,000 for it. Let's repair everything. Let's go over to the ships. As you can see, we just sold these. We have a cog here, which requires a skeleton crew of 18. This, which is 8. We may, in fact, want to get Western galleys. We had a Western galley right there. Oh, 2 Western galleys, actually. So I could potentially buy these back for 3,500. The question is, do we want to do that for the blockade? I feel like, yes, I actually do. You know what? I'm going to do that, okay? We are going to do this just purely because... And... we've got 5 ships now, so we're just going to test it out, okay? We're just going to test it out, and we're going to see how it goes. So let's just do this. I'm not going to upgrade them or anything like that. There's no real point in that, in my opinion. We're going to sell all of the armor. Look at that, 22,000 we're getting for that. 35,000 total, maybe even more. Yep, 43,000 total. Absolutely amazing. And indeed, we probably want to get some additional food here, don't we? Yes, we probably do. We probably do. The question is... we've got a lot of fish already. Let's just get the butter, cheese, olives, meat, beer. That sounds pretty good to me. And we will set sail almost immediately. That's it. That is all we will do. And then we will make our way back. It is going to be a little bit... Are we going to be a little bit slower? Yeah, we are over fleet size, as you can see right there. But that, I think, is fine. How come I only have 136? I should technically have 106... Yeah, look, as you can see right here, we have 164 land troop capacity. A little bit strange. Ship troop capacity is 256. But yeah, we're absolutely fine with the ship skeletal crew. So, yeah, hopefully this is going to work, and we will be able to blockade the town. Alright, so I'm back here, and yeah, blockading does not work. So I'm assuming that blockading is locked behind a certain action. So for example, I'm thinking we probably need to be an army. I'm thinking we probably need an army to be able to do that. I'm thinking maybe we need to be, I don't know, having a larger force in general. I'm not entirely sure. But what we are going to do is we are going to make Mr. Ironbelly into a party, because we already have a Grinja as our engineer. She has 95 in engineering. We have Mr. Cowthief as our steward. We have Ifka as our medicine person, who has 163 in medicine already. That's pretty crazy. And Katila is our scout. So we don't need him to do any party skills whatsoever. So if he becomes a party right now, creating a party is going to cost me. Ooh, it's actually going to cost me money now. Is that true? Did that cost me money before? I don't think so, right? Anyway, we're just going to give all these sturgeons to him. I don't really need these. We'll give the Nord younglings as well. We're going to be getting a whole bunch more of those. We've only got 17. Bear in mind, I cannot call him into my army because we are not a part of a faction. I'm not a vassal, or I am not the leader of my own faction. That's the only way you can call for armies, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, as you can see here, you need to be a part of a kingdom to create an army, so can't do that. What we're going to do, though, is... Yeah, we have 136, actually. Oh, dear. Okay, I should have given him some more troops. Oh, well, that's fine, that's fine. I don't think I can catch up to him now. Oh, Vlandians? Why do I have Vlandians? Wait a minute. I don't want Vlandians. Get out of here. There we go. That was actually kind of perfect. There was 3 of them. Okay. So, once again, I am going to just head in here. I'm hopeful that what he's going to do now is that he's going to run around, hopefully not get killed. That is going to be a pretty big ask, in my opinion, because the AI of parties is very weird sometimes. But hopefully, he is just going to do his best to sort of power himself up. And hopefully, in that time, he may, in fact, become crazy good. And then we'll be able to have his assistance when we, try to take the town again. And I think what we're going to do this time is I am literally just going to take the walls down. There's only 14,000 remaining in the HP of the walls. So I don't really see a point for us to sort of beat around the bush any further. It's kind of unfortunate, really, because I would have loved to have just starved them out and just taken it really, really easily. Because, as I said, it's basically a free town at that point. But unfortunately, because of the new systems that War Sales has actually implemented, you can see here that the convoys are going in and out and so on. And if they have food, that is really, really harsh for starvation mechanics. So it looks to me like there's a lot of additional challenge, I guess you could kind of call it, to besieging something now. Oh, wait, look. Look, there's a blockade right there. Is that our blockade? That's our blockade right there, isn't it? Oh, no. I just saw something. Yep. We're gonna have to run away again. Okay. The question is, how am I going to do this? Oh, I have just seen something. I have just seen something that we need to take part in. Unfortunately, Ryland did get himself eliminated, as you can see right there. He literally got himself captured. by none other than some forest bandits. Can you believe it? Forest bandits? Yes, I couldn't believe it myself either. Anyway, we are actually going to be doing a bit of a thing here. I'd like to attack Mr. Dirthart himself. That is the king of Vlandia. Unfortunately, it does appear as though he is way too fast. Why is he so fast? I have no idea how he is so fast, but we are going to be instead attacking someone else then, I suppose. But yeah, as you can tell, the Vlandians are basically all over us at this point. They are all over us, and we are going to have to... We're going to have to do something else. We're going to have to do something else. There isn't much I can do here, because we're just consistently getting these guys all over us. Very, very difficult for us to do anything in regards to the siege. I can't even build my siege camp, funnily enough. I can't even build the siege camp. So, yeah. Anyway, we are going to have to take one ship into the battle, because as you can see, we only have 3 spaces for... Oh, actually... Oh, no, never mind. We didn't even need to do that. Okay. That's fine then. Yeah, I actually thought it was... I thought it was a little bit different, actually, but... Alright. Yeah, that's fine. No issues there. No issues there. Okay, so... Unfortunately, the wind is in our faces, so I won't really be able to do too much here. I could try if I... okay, I'm going to try it. Let's see if it works. Alright, so I tried. Unfortunately, it did not work. I was trying to get a little bit to the side of these guys, and generally what you're going to need to do in that case is you're going to need to... Yeah, there we go. Okay, ineffective ram. I feel like that wasn't that ineffective. I'm actually doing... I'm actually doing pretty good damage there. Not too bad if I do say so myself. Let's try to board these guys. I mean, this is going to be pretty easy for us because we literally have one. We've separated them so dramatically right here because I was planning on ramming them really, really hard, and generally it does seem to have paid off quite nicely. Funnily enough, have you noticed my damage is insane in naval battles? But when it comes to land battles, we don't do that much. So it just goes to show that, yeah, we are definitely a sea dog, aren't we? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely incredible. Really, really fun, actually, to be able to have such a large amount of proficiency when it comes to a certain type of gameplay. Because that means that, you know what that means. That means that you're going to be prioritizing getting into battles like this and dealing with your opponents in this way, in comparison to dealing with them in a, shall we say, regular field battle. Because a regular field battle, that's you know, that's fine, you know, that's okay, you know, we're going to be all right there, but we're not going to be as good as if we were to do this. Now, they are cutting the netting away right now. Let's see. Are they done? There we go. They're done now. Okay, that took quite a bit of time right there. Okay, so let's get away from them. We'll try to turn into these guys, and we'll see if we can... Whoa. Yeah, my archers are doing fantastically, by the way. I don't know whether you've noticed that, but my archers are actually getting quite a few kills, literally just randomly. Oh, look at that Ifka. Ifka actually got a kill, and she actually killed the enemy lord, no less. That is very, very impressive. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I mean, really, come on now, look at this. This is just absolutely incredible. Super, super fun to literally just go on to someone else's ship and have so much look at the damage. I just have so much of a massive increase of damage and skills and things like that, that you literally will just have this kind of situation happen where you just go in and you immediately get kills. You just immediately get kills with very, very little effort expended. Super, super nice to actually see that for once. I love perks making a big difference to your overall efficiency, overall effectiveness. It's just so good. Anyway. Let's see what we can do here. We've got armed convoy. Armed convoy, not really a big fan of that. Why is Dirthart running away now? It's because Turby Castle was under siege. By who? By the Sturgeons with 721. This is a great distraction. This is a great distraction. Maybe I can make it. Do you think I can make it back? I highly doubt it. Did I not get the opportunity to take that guy prisoner? I didn't have... I couldn't take him prisoner for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, that's a little bit strange. I'm not sure why that wasn't possible. I'm gonna just auto-resolve against this guy. Take all of that stuff. Thank you. Do I have the opportunity to take him prisoner at least? I'm not gonna take his ships. No, I don't have the opportunity to take him prisoner either. Okay, kind of weird. Not sure why we're not getting the ability to do that. Maybe on I mean naval combat, that doesn't prevent us from taking the prisoner, right? I don't think so. We've taken the prisoner before. Well, a little bit strange. Anyway, we are now going to be getting prestige. Like I said before, prestige is just amazing, in my opinion, for this particular character especially. We've got an axe. It destroys shields very, very quickly anyway, and it also now has plus 50% damage, as well as giving us party limit increase. Apart from that, I'm thinking... what am I thinking right now? Well, not much, really. You know, there's one thought in there, and the one thought is, I must besiege this town. Yes, okay. I think what we'll do is we will probably go into Polearm? Polearm, maybe? Oh, we have an attribute point. Oh, interesting, interesting. I want to get Vigor, I guess, don't I? I've already gotten Vigor from this. I'm not going to get Smithing, unfortunately, so I think we will just have to go for the 1 point in Vigor there. A little bit unfortunate that we'd have to do that, but Smithing, generally, I'm not a terribly big fan of Smithing, unless you can somehow remove the stamina cost or something like that, or at the very least, reduce the stamina cost, because it is very grindy. Anyway, let's see if we can... No, we can't do anything here. That's fine. That's absolutely okay. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, so they have so much food in here, it's insane. I mean, I actually, wait. No, they only have 19 days. Okay, that's not even that bad. But now we know for sure that Sturgia is doing a siege at Turby Castle. That potentially means that Vlandia is going to be busy for a little bit of time. Not a huge amount, probably about a day or so, because let's face it, they're more than likely either going to dilly-dally in and around that area, and they're kind of going to hum and har about it, and they're not going to be sure whether they're going to go in against the Sturgians, or they're just going to go immediately in, and they're just going to try to murder them. And that's obviously fine with us, because if they do go in and try to murder them, that means that they are going to be weakened when they come back over. Oh. Okay. Never mind. I was kind of hoping that they would be weakened, but oh, okay. You know what? I thought we had this in the bag now, actually, to be honest. Okay, no, we're not getting anything in the bag by the looks of things. I am going to try and murder this guy if I can. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? New figurehead, sea serpent unlocked? Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm going to assume that we have achieved something. So, in other words, I have defeated a number of, maybe a number of vassals or something along those lines. That could be potentially the case. Anyway, as you can see, I have literally just run away from this town. I personally don't believe we're going to be able to take this anytime soon, as long as we are consistently being attacked by that one army. And the only thing that we can really do now, in my opinion, is just recruit more people. Because I do have a maximum party size, as you can see right here, of 197 now. And our ship troop capacity is even larger than that, because obviously I'm running around with a bunch of random ships in my, well, in my fleet at the moment, which is fine, because I'm going to be selling most of them anyway, so that's okay. Anyway, we're going to be making our way back over to Kerb and Seth, and I am going to try to recruit some more people, and hopefully that will be enough to get us the victory. You can see here, look, the Sturgians! Look at that, 1100! That is an incredible distraction. Oh, I really need to run. I really need to run here. I found this really funny actually just now. Ingaltha. Okay, we're here at Ingaltha. He said, I do not know your name. welcome. And I just thought to myself, wait a minute. You don't know who has been executing all of your friends? Okay, well, that's kind of a bit of a lapse on his part, I suppose. But yeah, anyway, doesn't really matter, I suppose, too much. Anyway, what we're going to do is I'm actually going to think about using a trade cog as a, well, not really a distraction, but kind of like a, I don't know, like a little, well, maybe a distraction. Yeah, probably a little bit of a distraction here. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to tell them to, I guess, I don't know, I guess engage? Yeah, I guess engage or something like that. This is not going to work out too well if we don't help them. Oh yeah, by the way, the thing that we got, the little what is it called? What was it? The silver something or other? I can't actually remember what it was called now, but basically the figurehead, right? The figurehead thing that we unlocked, that gives us plus 40% increased fire resistance. So that's pretty good, you know, it's not too bad. Considering, I mean, we obviously are not really fighting against anyone that has any kind of fiery weapons right now. However, that is a nice amount of resistance. So if we do come across anyone, then, you know, it's going to be pretty nice. So yeah, there you go. So these figureheads obviously can be unlocked through some kind of gameplay action. So it's probably associated with winning a certain amount of sea battles. This particular one I'm talking about, obviously. This particular figurehead, of course. Everything else is going to require something different. So let's see what we can do here. Maybe we're going to be able to completely and utterly ram them. Boom, there we go. Ineffective? Really? That was ineffective? I thought that was actually pretty good. Or I feel like that was going to be pretty good. But apparently not. We will attempt boarding. Agrinia is getting kills, as you can see. She's getting headshots. Very, very nice. Wow, my archers are absolutely destroying them. Very, very nice, actually. And I think, you know what? Should I just... Huh. I feel like what I should do is I should jump in the water and swim over there and kill them myself. But the problem is, I'm going to die if I do that, aren't I? Ooh, I did it. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. That actually worked. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, hello there. Hello there, sir. You will not shoot me with your crossbow. There we go. Not yet, at least. Maybe in another life. Thank you. Okay, let's try and kill this guy, kill that guy, or many of these fellows. Oh, a Vlandian knight. Wow, they've got some decent troops right here. Okay, I think these are all allies potentially. All right, so yeah, as you can see, the enemy is literally not knowing what to do. They're kind of just staying back there, which is really, really good for us. And indeed, we are going to just go like so. I actually wonder, I can tell them to do things. Yes, I can tell them to do things. Let's actually, can I do... no, I can't really do much with my own ship. I can't tell them to do anything unless I'm dead. Yes, I am talking about auto-delegate here. Okay, well, that's absolutely fine. Let's just do a little bit of something here. I will get back onto my ship, and we will try to take command and cut the netting away. And then we'll try to go after the opponent. Unfortunately, it is going to take a bit of time. Let's go zoom. There we go. Did it actually do anything? Yeah, there we go. Okay, nice. Okay, so we'll just leave Agrinia there to do her thing. She's obviously going to... Wow, she's doing a fantastic job. I actually feel pretty... I feel like she's pretty impressive, to be honest. I feel like maybe what we should do is we should get another very good ship, you know? So get a medium level ship or something like that. Something that can actually be worthy of being our secondary ship rather than just a trade cog. Because that's exactly what we've got right here. It's not really looking super amazing or anything like that. Oh, yeah, I should probably put my sail down. Why do I have my sails up? That's absolutely useless right now. Ooh, we could come in from the side here. Oh, yes. Yes. Wait a minute. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? No, no, no. Come on, turn. We are so slow right now. There is no way. There is no way that this is actually going to result in any kind of massive damage, even though I am coming in from the side. This is the one time where we might actually do some damage, but the wind is obviously against us as well. Okay, that didn't do anything because the ram actually went... Oh! Oh, it was ineffective, unfortunately, but we did almost put... Look, we're pushing them over. We're actually pushing them over. That is crazy. Wow, okay. I mean, it would have been really, really cool if we could have pushed them all the way over, but, you know, we did a relatively decent job there. Unfortunately, as you saw, the ram literally went underneath. It went underneath because of the way that the waves were rocking at the time. Look at that. Okay, well, there you go. Now we know that that can happen. So even if we are going for a ram that should seem like a no-brainer hit, it is sometimes not going to work that way. And I think we should be absolutely fine here. We've just got to... Oh, that's mine? Oh, why are we red, by the way? Why are we red? I need to change my my banner colors or something like that, because us being red is literally making it very, very difficult for me to know who's who. Which is actually quite funny, considering. But, yeah, there you go. Okay, we are indeed victorious. Where do we see... Ah, there they are. They're actually really far away. What? Okay, let's just... Can I not jump from here? No, I cannot. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we're going to have to separate ourselves once again. Or I should just go and swim over there. What do you think? What should I do? I don't know. I kind of feel like... You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Even if I die doing this, that's just what's going to happen, okay? That's just what's going to happen. We'll see what we can do. Maybe I'm going to be... Yes, I am actually lucky enough to get on here. Very nice. Okay, hello there, sir. You are dead, sir. Yes. Oh, yeah. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. This is a wonderful boarding action. Love it. And maybe I can just bait them into attacking me. Unfortunately, they've got some really, really good thrusting abilities, as you can see right there. Let's try not to get hit in the face. Nice. I just wanted to get 250 Mariner skill. That's literally the reason why I came over here, by the way. Because I wanted... I had 249. I had 249, and there you go. So there it is. Okay, so we did end up losing a couple of Nord Huntsmen, but look at this. 20 renown we got for that. Extremely nice. And we also did get 10,000. Ingaltha is one of the stronger vassals in Vlandia as well. So this is absolutely perfect for us to execute him. There we go. Get him out of the way. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get some Sea Raiders. Does he have anything else? No. He doesn't have anything else that I particularly badly want. Ooh, look at this. So many troops leveling up because we obviously went and recruited some people. So, yeah, there we go. That is really, really nice. Loads of leadership as well. 125 almost. Unfortunately, I don't have enough space. I don't have enough space for all of this stuff. The question is, do we want to slow ourselves down by taking additional cargo? Do we want to do that? I don't know. One thing I do know is I have 80 days worth of food. I think I can probably make do with about 47. Yes. I think that sounds pretty nice. And we will otherwise just do this and take all the armor, because that's going to sell for a large amount of cash. And I'm actually going to be not taking any of these. Like I said before, I'm kind of wanting to maintain as much mobility as possible at the moment, because I am very close to the town. It is still rebelling, hilariously enough. I mean, the funny thing is, it rebelling doesn't really do much if it doesn't, like, you know, lose them something, like, you know, lose them food supplies or anything like that. As you can see, their food stock is absolutely insane right now. And even if I were to come in here, 28 days, yeah. 28 days, and they've literally done all of this. Oh, how annoying. Oh dear. Oh well, we can't really do much about it. I'm just going to wait here. Let's just hope that the Sturgeons are actually... Oh, as you can see, they're actually capturing some people. But yeah, let's hope the Sturgeons are doing something you know, big enough to distract the Vlandians from coming over here, because I really wish we could do this. Oh, are we losing people? Why would... Ah, yes, we're losing people. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate, isn't it? That's really, really unfortunate. Okay, let's go for tier 3s, lose them a little bit. We're going to have to lose these guys as well. Oh, no, I really don't want to lose anyone, but unfortunately, because of the difference between the land size and the naval size, this is just how it's going to have to be, unfortunately. Really, really sad, actually, to see that. And obviously, our party is nowhere to be seen because he's literally in a town somewhere. I did try to call him back, but when I tried to call him back, it said, "You cannot do this because you're on the ocean waves." And, well, I forgot just now to do it, so it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Anyway, we're going to be getting Warrior's Might, I think. Should I get Warrior's Might? That's 20% melee damage increase by our character, but it also increases plus 20% throwing damage dealt by crew. I think that kind of makes sense. Obviously, Sky's Fury is obviously amazing, really, really good if you are going to be taking a large number of archers. And I personally think that this is actually really quite... It might even be better, to be honest. Might even be better than Warrior's Might. But I'm going to take Warrior's Might specifically just because it does benefit us much more with our current army composition and our current character as well. As you can see, we do have a fellow coming over here. The question is, do we want to maintain our presence in the siege? Do we want to assume... Yep, as I said, do we want to assume that he's going to come in here with the garrison? And indeed he is. Let's do it. And of course it's at night. Of course it's at night. So we're going to be fighting on that very... Oh, no. It's actually a different one. Okay, fantastic. Okay, I was about to complain. I was about to complain very hard. But no, we're actually fine. We're actually fine. So let's just do this. Grinia can go and take care of the archers. Or should she take care of the infantry? Wait a minute. I should take care of the infantry. What is this guy here for? Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, I'm not entirely sure why Mr. Cow Thief was one of the people on the infantry, leading the infantry, because I'm the one that has all the captain stuff. The very, very good foot troops, you know, armor increases and, you know, some health increases and stuff like that. Very, very strange that he was a captain. I must have made him a captain a long time ago, and I just thought it was always me. I must have thought that was me in the captain's chair, as it were. Okay, so we'll just move our forces up here. Just gonna go zoom. I'm gonna try and assassinate this guy. You will not be alive for very much longer, sir. Even though this is in fact snow, and snow is terrible for riding around. So maybe I would have preferred getting the other one. Yes. Maybe I would have preferred getting the other battlefield. Look at how ridiculous this is. We are just moving so incredibly slowly, so much so that I can barely do anything against this particular individual. Yeah. Well, there you go. Okay, not too bad. And yes, our forces are coming closer and closer together. Okay, we've got 300 against us. I think we could potentially do this. We do have the potential, okay? And I think it really just matters on strategy now. I think strategy is going to be the biggest thing here. They have so many cavalry. Oh, we need them to actually charge. We need the cavalry to actually charge us if we are going to have any kind of chance whatsoever. Yeah, this is not going to work. Yeah. Are they serious right now with actually doing this? Okay, there we go. Let me see what's happening here. Okay, we're going to tell these guys to charge in. Going to tell the infantry to charge in right now. Hopefully I can kill this guy. Vlandian champion. Okay, let's try and murder some of these. I kind of need to do damage. If I don't, we are going to lose. I feel very much under pressure now. Oh dear. Alright, we're gonna have to move our archers. For some reason, we are actually doing okay. I'm getting... this is bad. We are getting slightly killed here. Really, really badly. I do not... I need to live. That's the funny thing. I need to live. If I do not live, I think we will face a pretty devastating defeat. And I need to kill this guy. You're a frustrating opponent, Vlandian Vanguard. You will be murdered very, very soon once you just lower your guard for a second, or you get shot in the face by one of these guys. I kind of hope that they will shoot them. We seemingly are doing quite nicely. Is that one of mine? I don't know whether that's one of mine or not. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. All that matters is murdering the archers as much as we possibly can. I wish I had the ability to do more damage. Nice. Okay, come on now, come on now. Let's just continue to do damage. All I need to do is just continue to deal damage and not die. I know. It sounds like a very easy thing to do. It sounds very easy, but yes, it's a bit more difficult when you're me. So let's just see if we can... Yeah, I need to be careful here. I need to be careful. How are we doing? How are we doing? Okay, yeah, they're starting to get reinforcements. That's absolutely fine, though. We don't have to worry about that at all. We just need to relax and try and stay alive. That's it. That's all we need to do. So, yeah, everyone's fine here. Okay, let's consolidate. How are we doing? We've lost quite a few. 32 people. I mean, 32 is not that much, right? But in comparison, we've got 120 people remaining now because I only have 152 people total. So this is... We've killed 218. Oh, we've killed 218. We might actually achieve victory here, fellows, friends, fellows, whatever. Okay. I'm getting a little bit worried here because, as you can see, I could potentially die from this. This would be bad. Okay. Let's try and move our forces. I am actually gonna... I don't want to put them into a shield wall. It's gonna take way too long. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? I'm actually just gonna wait here. I'm just gonna wait here, and we are just going to let them waste their arrows. That's literally what we're gonna let them do right now. My forces are out of arrows already, as far as I can tell, so it's not really gonna be any kind of detriment to us. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna put these guys into a line, and oh, they do have some of them have some arrows. Okay, well, we don't really need to worry about that. Okay, yeah, so let's just move these guys over here, these guys over here. Basically, they're both infantry now, because obviously the archers don't have any arrows left. So, okay, here we go. Come on now. Let's do this. I'm gonna probably die here. Maybe. I don't want to die, though. I really don't want to die here. Okay, we're gonna have to... Should I just tell them to charge? You know what? Let's go for it. Let's just be hyper-aggressive, okay? Let's just be hyper-aggressive. Let's just do it. I cannot... I don't want to be one of those, you know? I don't want to be one of those people that literally just misses the opportunity to achieve victory just purely because I was too hesitant, you know? And I don't want that to be the case. So we are just gonna literally go for it. And in general, I am actually distracting the cavalry quite nicely right here. I mean, for some reason they want to murder me. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. But, yeah, this is obviously a lot easier for us. Oh, okay, yep, that was bad. Bad timing on my part. Oh, no. Oh, am I alive? Yes, just about. Okay, my forces should have the advantage versus those opponents, because they are primarily archers and various other things that aren't really going to be super damaging. At least that's the idea. I don't know. Oh, no. I'm not sure if that's actually the case. Oh, dear. Okay, nice. At least we killed that. What? They decided to run away! Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. We still had 52 people. We still had 52 people remaining. I guess they thought they couldn't handle it. Okay, that's actually pretty crazy. We can literally just go straight in now because we have eliminated the garrison. Look at this. 130 renown. 130 renown. And I am going to be saying, off with your head. Yes, off with your head, sir. There we go. And I'm going to be taking all the prisoners. I'm going to be taking every single prisoner because we can actually sell them and immediately put them into the garrison here if we want to, into the dungeon, whatever we want. And boom, there we go. All right. Yeah, so we also have a one-handed sword here if we want to use that. For me personally, I don't think I'm going to do that. There's legendary mail mittens. I'm not entirely sure who to give that to be honest. I guess to Mr. Cow Thief. He can also use a new helmet. That's kind of nice. We also have legendary mail mittens for Katila. And I don't think we have anything else here that we really want to go for, so we're just going to take everything. There we go. Let's show mercy, and it is ours. Look at this. We actually took it. Wow. Okay, here we go, here we go. Okay, so first of all, what we want to do is we want to put... No, not that. Ah, not that. Why am I such an idiot sometimes? Okay, let's actually just do this properly, okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to be putting every single tier 4 and below in the prisoner's hold, unless they are Nords. Yeah. Unless they are Nords. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, so let's have a look here. So we need... all of these into the dungeon. There we go. And then, do we have any Nords? Yeah, we do have a couple of Nords in there as well. So I'm going to do that in just a second, but we are otherwise just going to go here. I'm going to do this apart from the Nord. Going to sell that for 3,750. Pretty nice, not too bad. We have Kalisa here. Is she actually any good? She's not too bad in terms of scouting and roguery skill. But I don't see the point, really, in recruiting anyone, really, I guess. Not sure. Maybe it is a good idea at some point. Okay, so we can inspect the shipyard. Okay, what does that actually do? You can only view ships at the port while your fleet is away. You can inspect the shipyard, which allows us to go into the shipyard and actually take a look at the ships inside. I'm assuming that to be the case. Yes. So you can look and actually see what's happening here. You can't obviously go into your own fleet or anything like that, so that's absolutely fine. We can call our fleet, as you can see, and there you go, we called our fleet, and now we can repair it and do all that wonderful stuff, and we can even, you know, set sail and do all that wonderful, all those wonderful things. And we are also getting good loyalty bonuses as well, because we are indeed Nord culture, which is fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a huge amount of money in here, massive amounts of money in here, and we are indeed going to do this. There's construction 0 right now, because obviously the people are potentially going to rebel very, very soon. I'm going to be putting loyalty on festivals and games just so that we get +7, immediately boosting ourselves up dramatically. And I would like to get a governor as well, if at all possible. So what I'm going to do is we're going to just exit from here real fast, and we are going to go and call Mr. Ryland, because it's going to take him 1 day to get here. That's not too bad. And I would like to wait here for a little bit of time. I have a bad feeling that they are going to be coming for this fief. They're going to come here. You lie down for a well-deserved nap, but you slip into an uneasy dream. You're sailing on a wind-tossed sea. A wave crashes on your bow, sending spray across the decks. You look closely and see that it is not water, but blood sloshing around across your feet. You stare out into the sea, and the breakers take on the forms of men you have slain in battle. Have I killed without good reason? Heaven wishes me to repent. I shall choose the peaceful path, when there is one, that is. No, of course not. I will say, to where do we sail on this sea of blood? To glory, that is where. That is what I will say. There we go. And we are indeed gaining the daring trait. Look at that, we gained the daring trait. Very nice indeed. I don't know what that really does, but yeah, we're going to obviously have a good time with that. And we are indeed going to be taking Leader of the Masses here, even though I actually think that Presence... Actually, you know what? I'm going to take Presence. I know. I probably shouldn't take Presence, to be honest, because Leader of the Masses is going to be so much better over time. But Presence in this case is going to be exceptionally good for us, because +5 security per day while waiting in a town. We are waiting in a town, and we're going to be waiting here for quite some time, so I think that probably makes the most sense. We're also going to be taking guards right here. +50% damage when you hit an enemy in the head with a polearm. Just way too good to say no. And we're also going to probably be taking phalanx here, because look at this. Plus 30 melee weapon skills to troops in your party while in shield wall formation. And we are using shield wall formation quite often. Not a huge amount, but quite often. And indeed, I probably want to... I'm thinking about what I want to get now. What do I want to get? This particular skill is so insanely difficult for some reason for us to level up. I think I probably need to go into more storms. It says here weather storms. So I'm assuming I should probably just head for storms and run around in them or something. And that's going to increase our skill quite nicely, or at least hopefully. And for me personally right now, I'm not entirely sure if I need more riding skill. Breeder skill is fantastic, but riding skill in general, I'm not sure if we're really going to need it that much. Obviously, we are doing quite a few field battles now, because we're starting to head into the part of the game where there are just so many field battles and sieges and things like that. So, I don't know. But I'm going to be putting another point into polearms here, considering I'm actually using my polearm quite dramatically and doing relatively well with it, surprisingly enough. We're just going to wait here for some time. Let's see what we can do. So my security is actually already very, very good. So it's actually not even necessary for me to take presence, which is what I obviously took now. But it doesn't seem like it was actually necessary for us to do that. So I guess I don't really have to worry too much. Now, we are obviously going to do a little bit of a recruitment drive. We will need to do that. I will also need to go and deal with this castle, because that apparently has been... that apparently is also a Vlandian fief, which is quite funny. I didn't even realize that that was actually the case at the time. I thought, oh, it's just a town with a castle, and I didn't actually know that there was a castle at all. I literally just ignored that fact for some reason. I don't know why. And there's Rylan. He's now joined us, which is obviously very nice. So let's actually see what I can do here. Just going to recruit people from this. I'm actually surprised that this particular village doesn't hate us. They apparently are okay with giving me troops. Somehow. It's probably because I own it, right? It's probably because I own it or something like that. I don't know. There is actually something that I want to do here, though. I want to attack these deserters. They're actually looking pretty dangerous, to be honest. Yeah, they're actually looking pretty dangerous. What's going on here? This is crazy. Let's go in here. I'm not entirely sure if this is a waste of time, to be honest, to go in versus these guys, but I feel like I don't really want to auto-resolve against them, because they have kind of good combat strength. And if we were to go in against them, they would more than likely kill a handful of our high-tier troops. And I would like to prevent that as much as possible. Let's get out our polearm, see if we can snipe a couple of their enemy cavalry. They have quite a few as well, as you can see. Nice. Wow, that was a snipe and a half, wasn't it? Okay, that was really nice. And if we can maybe do a similar thing to this one. Nice. Ooh, no, didn't kill him though. Didn't kill him. I was really, really hopeful there for a second. Wow, yeah, look at exactly what happens. Whenever a cavalry decides to run straight in to our Nordic infantry line, they just get murdered. Because our guys have spears, you know? They have spears, and they're going to be very, very good against pretty much any cavalry. This fellow's going to die soon as well. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. I'm actually pretty good at getting around shields now. I don't know what it is, but... must be all that practice with the previous series. That's probably the case. Let's just see if we could be a little bit careful here. I am going to die very, very fast if I'm not careful, because these fellows have my number dialed in, and my number reads forehead. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening right now. Okay, let's be a bit careful here. I don't actually want to die if I can help it, so I'm just going to tell my forces to charge in. Tell my archers to go off to the side there, see if we can maybe flank a little bit. I mean, I'm not really going for a super hardcore flank or anything, but I just thought, hey, you know what? Might as well. Ooh, maybe not, actually. It's probably not the best idea. This is probably not the best idea, actually. Actually, you know what? I should really just trust in the fact that Nords have amazing melee archers. As in, their archers are really, really good at melee. I don't mind dying here. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, generally, as you've seen, did you see how incredibly impactful they were? They literally just switched They have shields as well, which is really very, very good. Look at that, 11 renown. 11 renown for doing this? That is really good. 11 renown for tackling some random deserter party? I mean, really, how can we say no to that? That is amazingly good. Anyway, yeah, now that we have this, what we're going to do is we're obviously going to be placing as many Nord younglings in here as possible. I mean, unfortunately, at the moment, we have a situation where I am kind of forced into, well, being a little bit more passive now. I'm going to be taking some Nords, though. Going to take some Nords from here, Nords from here. There we go. Loads of Nords, actually. Very, very nice that they had so many. And yeah, there we go. That's what we're going to do. So this is the reason why I wanted the tier 4s and below, because tier 4s are, personally, tier 4s are obviously the fastest, but most of the lower tier troops are going to get converted very, very easily. And because we have 100 morale, this is going to make things very, very simple for us to reinforce our garrison. And that is the #1 goal that we have right now. Reinforcing our garrison is literally the most important thing to us here. Because if we can do that, we will literally be completely and utterly fine. We will have very, very little problems because only the largest armies that the enemies around us can muster will be able to tackle us. I am actually going to have to deal with these deserters, though, because they are annoying our villagers. How dare you? How dare you annoy my villagers? Get out of here. Thank you very much. Okay, there we go. And we can also take that Nord peasant as well. We might as well do that. And here we go. Oh, yeah, more loot. More very, very nice loot. And indeed, we can get some more of these as well. Great. Okay, I think now that we've taken this, I am actually going to end this episode off here. Did I actually put him as a steward, by the way? No, I didn't. Okay, Rylan, you go and do that. There we go. Okay, so he's going to obviously do that. Unfortunately, the governor's culture is actually reducing the relation a little bit. I don't know whether... Is he actually doing anything good for us? Actually, you know what? He isn't. The only thing he's really doing is faster building production by 12%, which I'd say is pretty decent. I could make our wife do it, because she's actually really good. So maybe we want to do that. She's not actually providing us any loyalty. A little bit of loyalty. You know what? Let's have Agrinia be the governor here. Look at how crazy this is. +6 loyalty right there, as well as +3 security and everything. Yeah, I think that maybe makes the most sense. We're also going to probably be changing this to irrigation again, because we don't need festivals and games any further. We could potentially also go for train militia. Let's go for train militia. Let's do that. And then we can just wait around for a little bit of time. And as I said, we're going to end the episode off here. Next time, I am going to be attempting to take the castle. I think that probably should be relatively simple for us. Maybe cross fingers? I don't know. Is it going to be easy for us? Maybe. I don't know. But we're going to try it out at the very least. And we'll see what happens. And indeed, I am, as you can see, going to continue just placing people in the garrison here as much as I possibly can. I'm aiming for as much of a big garrison as I can. I'm a big fan of verticality when it comes to town progression. So you can see here, look at my crazy prosperity right here. Crazy prosperity really making a huge difference to make our wages vanish. So yes, anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.